So, how's it going?
Great.
I'm an attorney and I do immigration law and criminal law.
My name is Terry Morris Downs. I am a Butler alum. I'm executive director of the Immigrant Welcome Center.
I'm an expecting mother.
I'm Emily Fleming. I am a sophomore here at Butler University, majoring in entrepreneurship.
My name is Liana McCallum, and I am a junior this year. I'm a journalism major with a minor in anthropology. On campus, I work in the Efferson Diversity Center.
I'm a dancer.
Co-chair of the Lake County Voter Registration Drive Committee.
My job title is independent college counselor.
How would you describe yourself in 5 words?
5's a lot. All right.
Okay, I would say resourceful,
Results-oriented,
Resilient.
Very determined with what I want to do in life.
Hardworking.
I'm very hardworking, dedicated.
Motivated.
Easygoing, kind.
energetic,
Also a happier, bubbly person.
I'm social.
witty, because you gotta think you're funny.
I do not like describing myself.
I'm respectful.
I'd like to think I'm helpful.
Sensitive.
Compassionate.
Passionate,
Compassionate.
Compassionate.
I'm caring.
Caring.
caring, like I really care about people.
Driven, maybe.
Faithful.
I'm gonna go smart as one.
I also think I'm proud of who I am, what I do.
exhausted.
Oh, scrappy. If I needed to hit somebody, I would, is what I'm saying. Because I'm passionate and caring.
I mean, I'd say I'm strong.
I think I'm strong.
What are some beliefs that you believe characterize you?
Due process is number 1. No person is illegal. That's number 2. Prove it. That's number 3.
I always like to try and smile through my hardest times, because whenever you have a smile on your face, you can get through anything.
Every kid, I don't care if you have a 2.5 or a 4.5, everyone has something special about them.
So I'm Catholic, so that is definitely a motivator. More on a general note, if you give respect, you get respect.
I have a strong sense of family. I really value just everyone coming together and being in a loving and caring environment.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
I was raised in a large Roman Catholic family. My faith was taught to me in the way that we serve Christ through serving other people.
I just can't sit back and let nothing happen if something needs to get done.
When I was in law school, I just wanted a job, right? So whoever was willing to hire me, and then I fell into this immigration law firm at the time. I got put on special immigrant juvenile cases, which is just kids who cross the border by themselves, and then they tell you stories about why they crossed the border. And some of them just told the saddest stories. Some of them were okay, I came here because I wanted to go to school. And then some of them told stories about the gang violence in Guatemala, or how their dad abused them. Then they had nowhere to go but to visit their grandparent or their cousin who lives here in the U.S.
Americans don't really understand what life is like on a day-to-day basis in many other countries.
That was a big motivator in me wanting to stay in immigration. I don't know too many clients who aren't coming here just trying to find a better life.
And there's always this perception that every immigrant is coming and, bilking the system. Many people refer to Central Americans and Mexicans who are coming here as economic refugees.
Obviously, drug dealers aren't coming into my office no, I just came here to sell drugs. So
At a young age, my mom was a single parent, my dad was in the hospital all the time. I wasn't gifted athletically or acting or creatively or anything. And I was all right, well, if I'm going to get out of this situation, I basically have to do it through education, through school. And so that was always my thing, was I was obsessed with college since I was a little kid. That was going to be my way out. That's the American dream. That's your way of changing the situation. That's the way of getting out. I'm grateful for what I have now. And I just feel a lot of it is because of where I got to go to school. I really want other kids to have that opportunity.
There's a lot of different factors that play into what motivates me, but the overarching thing is that I am a role model. I'm the oldest of 3 siblings. I know that no matter what I do, I have 2 younger brothers that are looking at me. And the first time my family to go to college, I persevere through different things, and I try to handle situations in the best way possible to really highlight to them that, hey, there's going to be challenges, but you can still do it. Being that influence to my younger brothers and being kind of the first, which is a heavy title to carry on anyone in any family. But I think being a role model for not only my younger brothers, but like my mom and like my cousins as well, like, hey, you can do it. Just keep persevering.
You can make a difference, and it might not seem like a big difference, but if you just help one person every day and it's just a chain reaction, I think that one change can make all the difference in the world.
Every time I feel like the little hiccup in my belly, I start like thinking about how when she grows up, like taking her out into the community, making her a good person to throw into the community. I want to raise a good person, use my kid to add to helping society along with myself.
So I moved to Japan in middle school. So what I experienced there was like there's a lot of discrimination and like just a lot of ignorance against LGBTQ people, and then also like there's a stigma against like sexual harassment. It's like I've experienced so much that makes me so mad. I just felt like I needed to be like educated more so I can like, I don't know, raise my voice.
I'm sickened by what's happened in our country. I see things that we're going backwards to things that were the way they were even before I was born. My grandmother marched to get the women the right to vote. My fifth great grandfather stormed the Bastille. Figure the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree many generations later. I can't stand injustice. I don't want to see my granddaughters go through what it looks like we might have to go through now.
All of the women are definitely making a difference in our community and are all striving to do that. I think that's really inspiring.
You know, there was just kind of like the overall will to want to do good in the community. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people, you know, with Kelly was talking about wanting to raise a productive member of society. And, you know, Pam she was talking about how, you know, she just wanted to make it easier for kids to go to school. Allie was talking about making sure that, you know, immigrants were able to live happy lives. Like, there was just like an overall just sense of wanting to do good in the community.
They're all trying to do, like, they're all trying to live their lives and their jobs the best they can, further their communities. It's really cool because they're putting forth their best effort, and it's really like showing through.
And I say that all the time. If I was a man, I could charge way more money. I'd have way more business. Like, changing nothing except for if I had a penis, I would make a lot. I'd make way more money.
All the students need to wear uniforms, so all the girls are required to wear skirts, and we can't wear pants at all. Our uniforms are often like sexualized. Like public transport, it gets really crowded. There's a lot of like sexual harassment. Even if you do get like harassed, you can't just go to the police and be like, yeah, I was in the normal area, and then they would be like, why weren't you in like the female only?
If you were younger and you spoke out, you were being aggressive. It was a man that spoke out with the same thing. He was assertive.
When I sell myself to the parents and clients, getting the dad buy-in is harder than getting the mom buy-in. The dad would pay a man doing my job more than they would pay me. So, and I think I have to try a lot harder, and I have to know more, and I have to be more on top of it to get the same level of respect.
You don't fit the like business personality or the business type.
I want to go into the field of journalism. It's already a very male-dominant field. It's like I have to really just kind of go the extra mile in order to be able to secure the same opportunities that my male colleagues have. And just being a woman of color like also plays a role into that because it's like a double whammy.
It's just that idea of like it's okay to treat women like that.
I kind of felt a little judgment. The basic thing that no one really wants to say is that you're like young and pregnant, like it's slutty, but it's really, that's not even the case in any way.
When I was an undergrad, I thought it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. As I graduated from law school, though, it became apparent that gender have a huge role in hiring and pay and all the things that we hear about. I guess maybe when I was an undergrad, I was just sort of idealistic.
I was able to, you know, understand and relate to a lot of the struggles that women went through. Like, I feel like if I were a guy, I wouldn't understand just the overall, you know, struggle of, you know, having to work harder.
I'm pretty determined with what I want to do, though, and I don't think I need to be that white old male to have a business.
So the general skill of being an attorney, I think gender is unimportant.
Depending on the situation that people get thrown into when they're having kids, it gives me a lot more respect for just women in general for being able to do it. If you just really look at the way that women can create life, it's like it makes you realize how much more amazing it is.
I think a lot of women in Japan like really see themselves as like lowered, and I just really hate that idea because that's not true. Yeah, I just want more women to feel like empowered.
If all women didn't have any expectations or setbacks on them from the very start, the world would be a very different place because there would be so many women giving back, and there would be so many, great things that would be as a result, of just women being able to do their absolute best without having to worry about any other roadblocks.
But for me, I'm trying to make my own path with it, and I don't have to withhold to anybody's standards or anything, because I would just create my own.
I know that my brothers are really looking up to me, and so I persevere through different things.
I just get a lot of satisfaction about like going through the process and like seeing kids kind of discover themselves and figure out who they are. I get a lot of gratification out of that.
We need to keep on doing what we can to make our communities better as women.
I think for the most part, a lot of nonprofit organizations are actually managed and run by women. I have not felt like this is, man's work, and I didn't have any place in the community to be able to do this.
I think as 21st century Butler students, we all can be inspired to make a difference by all the women that we've seen making a difference in their own community, and I think that we should all take that with us and kind of strive to do more for our community.
Women need to support other women and quit pulling them apart over various issues.
Really, it's just that, there's a lot of different, women from a lot of different walks of life that, aren't going to get recognized for the work they do. Like, I think, Terry Downs, I hadn't heard her name before this, but she's doing so many great things at the Immigration Center.
We're also trying to just gain our advocacy voice and really think about ways that we can do more in the community and speak more directly to some of the issues that immigrants are facing.
I mean, a lot of people don't know who these women are, but they're doing, pretty remarkable things without, a ton of recognition. Like, you don't need to be Malala Yousafzai to make a difference, but these women almost deserve recognition like she's getting.